Partner of the month
Thank you.
spotlighted right there, Amira. Honestly, you worked so hard, and I know it's really funny because Amira sent me a message last week and she said, oh, I've just been so slack and I haven't been doing anything and I feel really bad about that and I've really got to get back into doing it. And I thought, really? You've been slack? I hadn't noticed she'd been slack. So I don't know. Your idea of slack and my idea of slack are two different things, girl. So I don't know what you were talking about, but from what I could see, you were pretty much in action the whole month. And, you know, you've been constantly, and I know how crazy your life is, single mum, 3 kids, you know, and just trying to get through your day. I know she's on power hour, half asleep, like it's in the dark, and she jumps on. Sometimes she even sleeps through it. But, you know, you're always there, and I think that's amazing. So do you just want to share, because for a lot of team, they wouldn't have heard your story or anything yet. In fact, I don't think any of them have. I think probably Angel and I are probably the ones that have heard it, right? So do you want to just share why you said yes to this, honey?
Sure. Sorry, my child just attached himself to me. When this opportunity was introduced to me, I was literally that day I had spent the morning with the police and women's refuge and all that's involved in leaving a toxic relationship. And this fell into my lap the same day, and it was during the Blitz. And I was like, I have so much going on. And I thought, but just do it. Something in my head was like, just do it, Amira. Just do it. And so I threw myself into it, and I have loved every minute of it. My life before that was hectic as well. I am in recovery, and I'm 2 and a bit years clean. And before that, really had been on a rough road. I had been, just being really honest with everybody. So I had been on a really rough road. I went from having the $40,000 ute and the $4,000 ring and the kid and the life and everything, and I lost everything in a day. And your lawnmower's outside, darling. And I started using drugs as a way to try and mask my pain, and my life spiraled downwards really, really quickly, and I ended up in jail briefly even, and I then got pregnant again with Carter, and I was like, what are you doing with your life? And so during that time I really malnourished my body, and when I got pregnant and clean and started living my life, I just really struggled to get on top of my nutrition. Every day I was run down, I was struggling, I was tired, life was hard. And I felt like I was doing everything right because I'd improved my life so much, but it was still so hard to get through my days. I couldn't gain weight. I looked unhealthy. I looked sicker than when I was sick. Yeah, it's open. There you go. Holy moly. Sorry. And since I jumped on the program and business, the business has boosted my self-esteem, something crazy, and being supported by everyone, having people to hold me accountable, having somewhere to show up has been amazing. Having an extra income and having something to be proud of, like before I was like, what am I doing? I'm a single mum at home on the benefit, and now I'm like, I'm a business owner, like even though I'm just a baby shark in the business, I'm still mine, like it's still my baby business. And even though we're all a part of a team, it's still your own, and no one can take that from you, and it is what you make it. And I love what I'm making. I know where I want to be, and I'm just trying to find my footing to get there. And it has been the most exciting journey, and I'm so blessed to have all of you beautiful people in my life. Like every single one of your faces means something to me. Like I love seeing your faces pop up and hearing your stories, and you've all impacted my life so much more than you know, especially on my down days. And I've had a few lately. I've been going through protection orders and parenting orders and all of that stuff, and whenever I plug in, I'm like, all right, there's something to keep going for, there's something on the other side. And I've loved my journey. I've really enjoyed my business and what it is bringing to my life. And now what I'm able to offer to others' lives. Like at first I was kind of like, what do you mean? Like I didn't really understand the concept of it. I was just trying to like sell the product. And now I'll like scroll through my newsfeed and see someone's post. I'm like, I want to help that person. And now I'm like, I get it. And ever since I got it, it's gotten so much easier. And I can't wait to share this gift and this journey with as many people as I can. And if anyone needs anything or any advice, just flick me a message. I'm sometimes horrible at replying and my spelling's not great, but I'm always here.
I love your teen text language. It's so savvy.
Sorry, my child
so
just pushed me
teen
over.
savvy. So and your story is gorgeous, Amira. I don't think I've even heard all your full story after hearing that. Thank you so much for sharing that. I know that there'll be a few people who will be a little bit in awe of you now. So
I just want to say as well that there's a lot of stigma attached with recovery, and if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop me a message. Like I'm so straight up and so honest about everything, and I'd love to help anybody that needs any help.
Yeah. Have you seen all the messages that are popping up here, Amira, for you? Can you see them, honey?
I'll have a look. No.
Yeah, you need to have a look at them. They're just gorgeous. So yeah, we love your
thank
texting.
you.
We love your texting. It's part of who you are, Amira. Every time I get a text, I know who it is before I see the name.
Because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
So this is also what I deal with when I'm on my phone too much.
Yeah, it's give me some attention, Mum, not the phone. Yeah. I want attention. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So, honey, and it sounds to me like massive passion. Do you think that would be your drive? Tell us what your drive would be.
Yeah, my drive would be having a purpose. I was lost. I knew I wanted to be somewhere and do something, but I had no idea what I was going to do, and I wanted to make something of myself. And so, yeah, having a purpose and a passion is definitely my drive.
Yeah, and I love too that you talk about having your own business, being the CEO of your own company. That is so cool. So what would you love to do with it? Tell us what you'd really love to do with it.
I would love to be, I'm still learning all the lingo, but I'd love to be, is it
NMD?
Oh, NMD, yeah. That, the 6-figure residual income.
Yep.
I want to be able to, I don't want to have to live week to week. I want to be able to, I've relied on my mum financially a lot for a lot of years now, and I'm 29 and I've got 3 kids, and I should really be on my own 2 feet, and I really love to be able to give something back to my mum as well. And yeah, I want that title. I want that goals.
I love it, honey. So what's been the hardest thing for you? And I think I know how you're going to answer this because we had this discussion last night, but tell me what has been, or tell everyone what's been the hardest part of doing this for you.
Has been finding balance. I really, really have struggled some days. I sent Tanya a voice clip last night and I teared up in it without even realizing I was going to. And it was about my child grasping for my attention, and I'm someone that puts myself into something 100%. So with this, when my phone goes off and it's a message about the business, I want to reply to it and I want to put my all into that, but I have to put my all into my baby and my older kids and my niece that I look after and everything else that goes on in my life as well. And I really struggle to find the balance with that. And I was struggling a lot with feeling guilty for spending too much time on my phone when I felt like my child needed my time. And so for me at the moment, it's really about finding that balance.
Yeah. So have you made any changes in that area?
I have. We have daycare starting on Monday, hopefully. We're just waiting for the subsidy to be approved, which is really cool that I can get that help from the government. They're really awesome with childcare subsidies. And so that will give me Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 till 4 to myself, which is going to be a big struggle for me because part of my journey was that I lost care of one of my children, and I'm since about to re-enter the court process to gain that back, and I provided all my evidence and follicle tests I need to. And so I've held Carter really, really close to me. It was a really important part of my recovery. And so putting him into daycare is a big step for me, but I'm really excited to do that because I'll be able to set aside, I'm planning 4 hours of each of those days to sit down and really get my business up and running the first couple of weeks. I want to sort out a textbook and do everything properly. I want to get some lists printed out and get organized and run a proper business rather than scramble around unorganized how I feel at the moment.
You're amazing. You're amazing, girl. Look where you've come from so far, and you know you're running ahead.
Hey,
Yeah, so amazing. So, what has been the biggest learning for you, do you think, honey?
Pardon?
What do you think has been the biggest learning for you out of this so far?
I've always really struggled with people not liking me. I got bullied as a child, and so when I think someone doesn't like me, I'm like, oh my God, and it really affects my whole world. And so the rejection in this, the first no I got, or the first, I was like, how do I deal with this? What do I say back to them? And I took it really personally. And I realized, I remember the first time I put out a public post and someone was really negative on it. And I just said back to them, okay, I'm really sorry that at first I wrote this nasty reply, like, and then I was like, actually, and took it all back and I was thought about it. And I realized that that's her pain there somewhere, is that she felt the need to jump on this person's positive post that was trying to help other people and throw negative slander in there and try and bring me down for no reason. And so I sent her a really loving message, and I just have to deal with it that way. Whenever I hit a bump that I feel uncomfortable with, I try and reciprocate it with love.
Oh, beautiful. And I must say, one thing that I've noticed about you is how much heart you put in all of your messages. Everything. I mean, sometimes you say to me, oh, I've hardly even said anything to this person because you've been so busy. But honestly, everything that you do, you put heart into it. Text language aside. It's like
oh, my phone's gonna die in 30 seconds.
It's like it's like you were a natural at talking with people, and coming from your heart place. It's really lovely.
Thank you.
So what? And yeah, look, if anybody's got any questions for Amira, you can come off mute or you can just pop them in the chat because I know she'll be happy to answer them. Can you tell us what you love about this, about the business, honey? So far,
I love the freedom. I love that even though I feel a bit divided at times, that I'm still with my children. I'm still present. I've connected with so many people that I'd lost contact with, and I also felt really lonely in my life. So I love the connection. The freedom and the connection are my two main favorite points.
Yeah. So have you got any advice that you would love to give anybody who's a little bit unbalanced, maybe a little bit lost, possibly a little bit?
Screenshot and ask for help. I bomb people, people that I've seen on here. The first time I talked to Tammy, other than seeing her on Power Hour, I sent her this random screenshot and was like, I can't get hold of Tanya or Angel, please help me. And from that, we've established our own little connection, and I've done that with a few people. And ask for help. Everyone is here to help you, and everyone wants to see you grow. I really thought, there'd be that, oh, she's doing better than me, or she's, this or that. But it's not. Everyone's like, yes, because everyone's growth means someone else is growing. And that's what it took me a long time to understand. I didn't get it. I was like, there's a pyramid scheme in here somewhere. But I finally got it, that it's actually the more you help other people, the more you help yourself.
Yes. The pyramid scheme. Have you found it yet?
No, I still look. It's too good to be true.
Oh, I think we lost. Yeah.
But
Sorry?
I haven't found one yet. I've just found amazing people in an amazing program, an amazing opportunity, people that it's real as well. That's possibly my other biggest struggle is wording without being too excited and putting them off it, how much I love this.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. So anything else, any other piece of wisdom that you'd love to share? Yes. Amira, wish everyone was as smart as you. True.
Oh, I have my moments. I've seen some dumb voice clips as well.
You can never send dumb voice clips, honey. We've had that conversation.
Yes.
Is there any other advice that you'd like to give? Anything else that you'd like to share? A little bit of Amira wisdom.
I'll hang up and I'll have everything to say. But right now, I just love what you do and do your DMO. Like I really struggled with it. I was like, what is a DMO? Like, why are these people telling me that I have to make friends and message people? How awkward. And then, like I said, I got it. And even though it's uncomfortable, I wish I'd started doing it properly those first 2 weeks because I could have been so much further maybe, you know, but I 1 foot in, 1 foot out and also find that balance between your real life and your work life on your page. I spammed because I was excited and I was like, and I like that photo and I like this person's verbiage, and so I just copied and posted everyone's everything. And then I slowed right down and realized actually do your own, be authentic, be genuine, find some cool pictures that look pretty because who doesn't like a pretty picture, but put your own words with it. Even if you're copying and pasting someone else's words, add your own bits in because it's not their story that you're trying to tell. Otherwise, you need to put their name on it. Otherwise, you know, make it your story. And always ask as well. It's always beautiful to get a message saying, I loved your story. Do you mind if I copy and paste it? And it's another way to connect with somebody and to get some more advice and take the advice. I've been taught since I was younger, you know, like everyone's going to have their opinion and you should take everyone's opinion, listen to everyone's opinion because everyone is entitled to their opinion. You then take what you like and what's important to you from that and you just the rest can just be put aside. You don't need to tell them I don't like that advice, but you know, you just hold on to what sits with you and let go of the rest, but you should hear what everyone has to say because they might even have that tiny little piece of information that you wouldn't have heard anywhere else.
Yeah, that's great advice, Amira. Great advice. I love it. I think everyone vomits Dress Plus all over everyone when they dress it. It's exciting. You just want to share it with everyone. Okay, so you've got some really nice messages here, honey. So, yeah, you might want to have a look at them.
See, this is what I mean. You're awesome.
Yeah, look at all the love she's getting. You guys are amazing. So does anybody want to ask Amira any questions while we've got her, while we're on here?
No. Oh, Carter, no.
No?
Sorry, I'm not muted.
That's all right, honey. Thank you so much for sharing tonight. I know it's been really hard. I know that Amira tried to align her life tonight so that she could be on and not be interrupted. You know, you can't ever align
really well.
You're a single mum. Come on, with a toddler.
That's the other thing that I love the most is that this one, who's now hiding behind the couch with his moisturizer, he is part of it too, and there's no problem with that. Like I've felt really anxious about it at the time to be like, oh, my kid's gonna, and I've been, it's fine. Yeah. That's why you have this business. That's why you don't, you know, you can't take your kid into the office and have them run around half naked and have people enjoy that with you, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than being like, yeah, I love it. I love how inclusive it is.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And we love having you, Amira. I just want to say what a breath of fresh air you are.
Thank you.
Seriously. I love it when you jump on our power hours in the morning and you're half asleep. It's almost as entertaining as when it's almost as entertaining when Angel gets on half asleep and her makeup's down here and she looks like she's, you know, hungover.
Yeah, Amira.
I've had really puffy eyes the last few mornings.
Yeah.
Really puffy.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Kat?
To be fair, Amira, you, Angel, and myself were all pretty good at getting on power hour when we've just woken up.
Yeah.
My dressing gown was how I met everybody.
True. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'll remove the spotlight now. Thank you for your share.
Thank you.
We love you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Go for it.
Where does I'll message you.
You'll message me? You sure you don't want to share
Yeah.
with everyone?
Oh, where does the recording go? And how long have we been recording?
Oh, hang on. I'll spotlight you so it doesn't disappear. So it goes into our Soul Tribe Huddle album.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. I just
Okay.
didn't want it broadcast everywhere.
Okay. So I just wanted to say, just to let everyone know if you don't know, that we have our Palmy hangout on Friday night. Thank you, Emma, for hosting, honey. For anybody who wants to come from this part of the country, I'm more than happy to take you over, but actually maybe I can't if I'm going to be staying at Maxine's place. But I just want to let you guys know, if you wanted to, we're starting at 4 o'clock. We're going to be meeting at Emma's place, and it's a potluck, so just bring some dinner with you. Otherwise, just beware that we're going to spam photos. Spamming Facebook with photos with
No.
Palmy Gang Hangout. So yeah,
I'll
awesome.
try to see the photos.
Yeah, we'll have to do a Wellington hangout for you, Julie, especially for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, Wellington a hat. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Something
Julie,
around here.
whereabouts are you?
I am in a hat. I am in Korokoro. So it's a Wellington hat, Tony. That's that area, yeah.
That's okay. I'm in Miramar. I have a car. We can drive. We can spam the others too, just as much as the Palmy events if you choose to. Friday night drink.
I mean,
Stay in.
yeah, I'd love.
Whereabouts are you, Priska? Are you there, honey? Because I'm not. I know that she moved. I don't know whereabouts you are now. Priska,
I'm in Johnsonville.
you're in Johnsonville. There we are. So
Yeah,
Priska,
so
you're
it's
still there
near
too, honey.
Korokoro.
Sorry, what's that, honey?
yes,
Sorry,
the other
South
side of Korokoro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we can all we can do a Wellington hang then.
Oh, so there is some people around Wellington. That's good.
Yeah, and us Kapiti peeps will come, Tammy and Anka.
I'll see about coming to Palmy, but you guys are starting early. I don't finish work till 4:30.
Yeah, that's all right. Me and Max will be hanging around for a bit longer because well, I wanted to anyway, and Maxine's invited me to stay at her place. So
Okay. I'll
yeah.
keep you posted.
If you want to, but if you can't, it's okay.
I
We'll
know.
still spam you.
Okay. Not a problem.
We'll create lots of FOMO, okay?
Absolutely. Bring it on. Make sure you
Yeah.
get the champagne while you're at it.
Yeah. Okay, team. So we're going to jump off now. And thank you for coming tonight and supporting Amira, and for your shares on the event tonight. Oh, actually, something that I did want to just mention to all of you is we're going to be moving our event to Monday at 7:15 before New Zealand training. So we're going to go from that into New Zealand training. And it's only because Maxine has asked for us to do it. So we'll just see how it goes. And we're still having Huddle at the same time. It'll be 7:30 on Wednesday. Okay, cool. So we'll start that next week. Awesome. See you guys tomorrow morning, whoever jumps on. Oh, and
yeah, I will be. Yeah.
did everyone see that I've opened up Power Hour to any New Zealand team? Now, I haven't asked any of you, but I thought that you'd be okay with it. To be perfectly honest, probably no one will will come anyway. But we had a chat in the leaders group and Kat's leaders group, and it was mentioned that perhaps we can all start running Power Hours. And I said, well, I run one anyway, so why don't I just do one and invite all the Kiwis to it? So they're like, yeah, do that. So most of us, it'll probably just be us, but that's okay.
We
Just
can
wanted
share
I'll
you.
better start getting dressed in the morning before Sarah.
No, you don't have to, Tammy.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
great actually, because I might invite my friend Tui, who was she was signed up by somebody and she doesn't even know them, and they didn't even tell her about the business. They told her it was like a girl gang and that was it, and she was going to go on retreats. And anyway, so she was looking for some people to team up with, and this is an opportunity that I can share with her.
Yeah,
I'll
great.
let her
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. You can do that. You're even welcome to invite her into Soul Tribe if it helps, like we did with Lex.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And Amira, what's with the anxiety, honey? You did so well. We wouldn't have even noticed.
Huh?
We wouldn't have even noticed. You did so
I just
well.
said to my niece, I was like, did I sound like I knew what I was talking about, or did I sound like and she was like, I was like, that's not helpful.
Don't ask your niece those kind of questions. You know what kind of answer
She was
you're
like, to
going
them
to get.
you would have, but I didn't know what you meant.
You were great. You were really good. And I know that a lot of people will gain a lot from you and what you've shared,
Thank you.
especially newbies. Did you find that helpful, Julie?
Yeah, very helpful. Yeah,
Right.
because I'm going to go through difficult situation right now as well, so that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But
Flick me a message,
it just
babe, anytime.
means to happen.
Mm.
Yeah. You got to love yourself more.
Yeah,
And it's hard. It's real hard.
it
Yeah.
is. It is, especially if you've got I've got a child, so it's more.
It is same,
Yeah.
And so you
But-
find yourself loving everyone else in your life more than you love yourself. And then you actually realize to love everyone else, you have to love yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
But then it's really hard to love yourself when you've loved everyone else for so long.
I know, so
You
that's
get
kind
there.
of,
You do get there, babe. And these sessions definitely they've
So
given
I'm
me
really happy and I'm really grateful that I joined you guys, because it's just the right time for me to be, part of the team that is going to, I know that it's going to support me, because we are on the same vibes and there is people who was going through difficult situations. So I just know that I'm not alone.
never
And
alone.
it gives
Not
me
alone.
and it gives me the
Even when you
strength
wanna
as
be.
well to move forward.
Yeah. And I was a solo mum for about 9-10 years. I get it. It's really hard. I had 4 kids from a really young age, so I understand it is really tough. But the fact is, I had my family, and if you don't have your family, this is your family.
Thank
Become
you.
your family. And I do agree that it is the right time for you. Isn't it interesting how you're guided to
I know. When I think about all of the puzzles, how it was,
The
especially for the
universe
last
shall
few
provide
months,
is my
it's
favourite
just,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm really happy that I received the product as well. So I think it's going to help me to, just kind of at the right time.
Yeah, it will.
I'm gonna go. My house is turning. I don't even know what's happening on the other side of the lounge right now. But I love you all very much. And thank you so
Okay.
much for bearing with me in my tribe of noise.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
All right.
See you.
Thank you.
See you. See you.